Hey, I'm Josh, welcome to my channel. I'm a South African filmmaker and photographer, and I'm obsessed with and fascinated with integration, ancestral living, and plant medicine. And this channel is kind of like a culmination of all of that. So it's good to have you here. Please like, subscribe, comment. It does go a long way to help fund this channel. It motivates me. This is Farmer Angus, and a few years ago, we did a podcast together.
Is that pig has a very important place in terms of dealing with waste.
Back then, when Mr. Angus and myself did our podcast episode, I was living in Amsterdam at the time in a very small studio apartment. It was the dead of winter. I'm now back in South Africa, and I'm now collecting footage on regenerative agriculture, and the first person I'm starting my project on is Angus.
One of the justifications of industrial caged animal agriculture and heavy toxic chemical agriculture is that it's the only way to feed the 9 billion we're going to be in 2050. Because there's so many lies in that statement, which are fueling a lot of the investments and noise we're hearing around food and its intrusion in our lives.
So last week I rushed off to the farm to get footage of something that I've been waiting for a while to get, and our schedules aligned. But essentially what happens is Checkers, the company in South Africa that sell produce and fresh fruits and vegetables, basically a grocery store, Checkers comes on a bi-weekly basis and they drop off a ton, literally a ton of food waste.
The pig has multiple roles. It regenerates in an amazing way. They are the champions of dealing with food waste.
And then you want to see.
But once again, it just made me realize how powerful animals are and how powerful regenerative agriculture can be, not only for the planet, but for you. Pigs are so intelligent. The more time you spend with them, you know, we might have this kind of view of them as these like running amok, stinky animals, I mean, which they are, but they are really intelligent. I think we've lost touch with the intelligence of nature living behind our screens, in our homes that are brightly lit and away from the stars. We have lost touch with this symbiotic relationship of land, animal, human, sky. We've gotten so bogged down in relying on big corporations to provide us with our perfectly ripe fruit and our perfectly cut meat that looks perfectly red and moist and available, and it's just so perfectly packaged and marketed. And the reality is that true, real food is not like that. I think one of the best things we can all do is spend more time on regenerative farms. I know Farmer Angus has regular farm visits. I think it's somewhat of an initiation and a spiritual experience to spend time on a farm, to understand how complex a farm is and how hard it is to actually get the food that you eat every day from farm to table. And to end, I made this post on my Instagram the other day which got a lot of love and resonance, and it's worth repeating here. I wrote, "The most spiritual people I know are not shamans, facilitators, or practitioners. They are farmers, custodians of the land, life givers and life takers, salt of the earth types, walking in harmony with nature. Ain't nothing more spiritual than the energy exchange of land, animal, and human." For those of you that are supporting me and continue to do so, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. And for those that are new, welcome to the channel. I really hope to continue diving into these topics that interest me. I really hope to inspire people that are of a younger generation too, as I'm not in the brackets of a lot of the people that are exploring this space. I think there's a huge gap, and I think we owe it to ourselves to explore these topics in a more systematic, more intentional way, so that we can live in harmony with nature, and so that we can be the new custodians of land, the new custodians of the beautiful synchronicities and harmonies of nature, animal, human, everything. I think we owe it to ourselves to do that.